being renowned as the best Sonic game. Sonic Adventure 2 in a lot of people's eyes was the peak of Sonic the Hedgehog. It had a great story, 6 playable characters, and great gameplay. Along with that, it introduced fan-favorite characters, such as Shadow and Rouge, and since the hype for the game was big, it, just like other Sonic games, got its own plush set. In 2001, for the release of Sonic Adventure 2, Sega Prize released their Sonic Adventure 2 plush set. The set consists of Sonic, Shadow, Rouge, Tails, and a Hero Chow. You were able to get these plushes by winning them in UFO catchers, or buying them from import shops online. These plushes, just like the set before them, are praised for their accuracy to the characters, and in fact these are the first plushes for 3 characters. These are also infamous because they're really expensive. Like, this is the same price as a monthly house payment. So we're not only going to review these, but we're going to see if they're worth the thousands of dollars. Short answer, it's not. And before we start, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. We hit 1,000 subs. I can't believe it only took 1 year to get to this point. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been supporting me throughout the months. And thank you for everything. But anyways, let's start with my favorite plush in the set. Having its own section of the game, the Chow Garden is for sure one of the best things from Sonic Adventure 2, and a key part of this section is the Chows. And since we got a neutral Chow plush in Adventure 1 set, the newly introduced Hero Chow gets its own plush, and technically Dark Chow too. Okay, I know this technically doesn't count, but for Sonic Heroes, Sega at the Tokyo Game Show had an event to promote the game, and with that it had many Sonic mascot costumes, with Shadow and Cream holding Chow plushes. And as you can see, this is a Dark Chow, and this is in the same style of the neutral and Hero Chow. Oh, and the Knights. So I guess this is the closest we'll ever get to a Sonic Adventure Dark Chow plush. And the Cheese plush is the closest we'll ever get to a Sonic Heroes plush set. Well, there is this plush, but we'll get to that later. Anyways, back to this plush. This plush straight off the bat looks amazing. Despite this plush's simple look, what's here is done really well. The head is well shaped and stuffed, and the plastic eyes look great, but can get scratched up, so be careful. The antenna things look good, and the blue halo is made of a different fabric than the rest of the plush. Now for some reason, these Chow plushes always have something different holding the shapes up. The Sonic Adventure neutral Chow is a stitch at the head. The Knight's Chow is a piece of plastic, and the Hero Chow is the same as the Knight's. With the Knight's Chow, I don't really think it works well. But with this plush, it looks really good. It mostly always leans forward so you can barely see the plastic. Moving down to the body, all the limbs are shaped and stuffed well. The airbrush effect looks great on this plush, and I wish other companies would use this for their Chow plushes. Turning the plush around, we can see the wings and tail. The hardtail is shaped well, and the wings look good with the shiny velvet material. Overall, this plush is outstanding, and is one of the best Chow plushes ever, but this next plush clears the competition. Okay, I'm just gonna straight out say it. Why did Tails get a plush? I mean, sure, he did play a role in the game, but Eggman would have been great here. I mean, he released Shadow and shot the moon. I guess it was because they wanted an equal number of hero and dark characters. I just feel Eggman is more important. But this Tails plush is actually incredible, and I think it's the best Tails plush. It's the most accurate to the art and game model, and is a much better step up from the SA1 plush. Don't get me wrong, that was still a great plush, but it did have some issues. This plush is absolutely outstanding. Tails' muzzle is shaped and stuffed well, and his side fur looks great, just like the eyes and nose is plastic, and the rest of the head is shaped really good. That includes the ears, which I guess are missing the shading in the inner ear. And Tails' bangs are really thin, but are cut well. The torso is correctly shaped, and the limbs' length are correct. Just like the bangs, the chest fur is really thin. Tails' hands look great. All 5 fingers are shown with white stitching, and his wristbands look amazing. I didn't really say anything, but the shoes and hands on this plush are pretty much the same as the ones on the SA1 plush. It looked great there, so I can see why they reused it for this plush. And wait, now that I'm seeing it, these plushes are pretty much the same, the only difference being the fabric and the facial expression. Another thing that's reused is the tails. Speaking of the tails, they look great. They're well shaped and stuffed. And as a whole, this plush is really good. And like I said, this is, in my opinion, the best Tails plush. And this next plush is the best one of her character. For someone who has 4 plushes, you would expect the ones she gets are good. And you would be right since there's only one bad one, and that is the Toy Network Rouge plush. These two look great and are accurate, but the SA2 Rouge plush is absolutely the best. This looks one-on-one with the art. The muzzle is shaped nicely, and the ears are the right size, and are really flat by the way. Her facial expression is good, but there is a problem. Tell me if you see anything wrong with the face. while the black part is placed above the blue. It's not really an issue, but it is noticeable. Turning the plush around, the hair looks great, so does the tail. Her wings look amazing with each detail being stitched into them, though they're not stuffed, instead they're made of a thick fabric. Rouge's jumpsuit thing, I really don't know what this is. Looks great and is very accurate. The hands look good and are detailed nicely. The boots look great. The hearts at the end are well shaped, and the socks are good. The sides of the boot have a line going through it that looks great. Same can be said on the little part of the heel. Overall, this plush is really great, and as of now is the greatest Rouge plush out there. Being my favorite character, being my favorite Sonic character, Shadow always gets good plushes, for the most part. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is this is a very unique Shadow plush, and not in a bad way because this is great. This is a top contender for the best Shadow plush, and I know I've been saying that a lot with these plushes, but this whole set looks incredible, and is one of the best Sonic plush sets. There, see, I just said it again. This video is a contender for the best Sega Sonic Guy video. My channel is a contender for the best Sonic. Shadow's head shape is very good, and his facial expression is very accurate. His eyebrows look good and the red is correctly shaped. Shadow's ears are flat so it can curve a little. Shadow's head spikes are stuffed and shaped great. They're all spaced out and his red highlights also look good. Moving down, the back spikes are well made, although I guess they are a little small. Shadow's chest fur is separate from the body, and it is also glued, which can be a problem. There are some plushes missing the chest fur, and you can notice it when there's just a piece of cardboard. The red highlights on the hands look great, and the hands are detailed nicely. The shoes have to be the best part of this plush, since they are heavily detailed. Usually companies just print on or don't even have detail, but this plush does it so well. The yellow circles are sticking out, and the middle of the shoe goes inwards. I mean, this is the best way to make the shoe, and that's why this is an outstanding Shadow plush. And I gotta say, Sega Prize really knocked it out of the park on their first try. And now the main man himself is the last plush in the set, Soap Shoes Sonic. Being one of Sonic's best designs. I mean, look, it's a soap shoes. This is the most desired Sonic plush ever, and for some reason Sega keeps bringing it back for no reason. There's of course the first 2001 release, having the Sonic Adventure 2 tag. Then there's the 2002 World Hobby Fair release, having this slick cool tag. Then in Korea, if you pre-ordered Sonic Heroes, you got this as a pre-order bonus. There are some differences with this plush compared to the others, but the main one is the tag, since now it's plain white with the Sonic Heroes logo. Then for the 20th anniversary, Joy Police had Sonic prize packs you can win, with one of the items being the Soap Shoes Sonic plush. Then at the 25th anniversary event at Joy Police, they were giving it to contestants during the Mario and Sonic Olympic Games competition. Then at the Sonic Cafe, they were just hanging there. You couldn't buy them, but you could stare at them. Then they were at Hooters for some reason. Well, anyway, back to the SA2 release. This plush of course looks great. The head is well stuffed, and the muzzle is shaped well. Sonic's nose is the right shape. I did notice Sonic's eyebrows are less pronounced than Shadow's. I guess it was like that to make Sonic look more friendly, compared to the angry Shadow. His ears are cut well, and Sonic's head spikes look amazing. They're not too long, but they're not too short. They're well stuffed and placed. They just look really good. So does the back spikes. The arms and torso look great. And then the amazing shoes. They're highly detailed and look one-on-one with the in-game model. And they're even detailed on the bottom, although they're using the material that breaks over time. So if you ever do find this plush, make sure it's not in hot or cold temperatures. And as a whole, this is an outstanding plush just like the others. So with that being said, let's talk rarity. Okay, look, I really don't think you should be spending thousands of dollars on these guys. Spending almost $10,000 on a stuffed animal is a bit ridiculous. I mean, I get it, these plushes are amazing, but it's not like we don't ever see these. So I'll give you a better estimate of how much these should be. For Hero Chow, I say $1,500. For Tails, I'd say the same price. There was only one listing of Rouge selling for almost $7,000, but if anything, I'd say $2,000 or less. Shadow would be around $2,500, and lastly Sonic $1,500, only because there's a lot of listings for them. So with that being said, let's cut to the outro. To put it short, in 2001, Sega Prize released their SA2 plush set, with it having one of the best plushes out of any other set, and gave us the first plushes of Rouge, Shadow, and Hero Chow. And this is undoubtedly one of the best tie-in game plushes ever. If you liked the video, then feel free to subscribe. Of course you don't have to, but it does help a lot. And if you want to support the channel beyond that, then feel free to buy a painting of your merchandise. And again, thank y'all so much for 1,000 subscribers. So with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.